Have you ever done any of the public sex stuff before it got kind of looked down upon? Mm-hmm. Like what?
Like park and like just stuff like that. Nothing like too crazy because I'm not trying to like be a sex offender. But
That's smart.
Misogyny.
But okay, describe what that's like though. You just like head off to the park and you just kind of like wait till nobody's around.
Yeah, it's kind of like a risky thing, but I always have people watching too.
You have a lookout.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Gotta have the lookout. That's essential.
Wow.
Especially at a park, you know.
Yeah. You sound like you shoot a lot of content.
I do. I think it's fun.
You remind me of Little Red Riding Hood.
In a good way.
What
In
do
a
you
bad
mean?
way. I did a Little Red Riding Hood video.
See, that's dope. I called it.
He sensed it. You seem like you just have like a very good attitude about it in general. Like you're just having fun with it.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't have fun and you're doing this all the time, I imagine it's very, very like emotionally or like mentally draining, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Like I've had to shoot with girls that I really didn't want to shoot with, and it was definitely not as fun.
I've done that with people too. Well, I did like some studio stuff, and that was just like not. That was before I started, or I think I had just started my OnlyFans, and I went and did that. And
Studio stuff. What's that like?
ass. It's so bad. I hated it. I hated it
Ass.
so much.
Wait, what? Studio ass?
Oh,
No, like ass,
not
like it's
studio.
weak.
No,
Oh,
like
it was
it's
ass.
awful.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're like more of a millennial than me, so I don't really know.
Yeah, I did like a couple, like quite a few scenes. I was only there for a week, and I had like this sleazy little manager, and he fucking booked me like back to back to back to back, and I got a fucking infection.
So
and
you were
it was
just filming like sex scenes with a bunch of different dudes, basically. He booked this.
yeah.
And how'd you meet this guy? And where were you shooting it? Not
So
in Detroit. He flew out somewhere.
No, this was in Miami.
Okay.
He DM'd me on Twitter, actually, of all things. And I thought it was like sketchy, but I ended up going.
But
because,
was he like a well-known dude who does this, or no?
I mean, yeah, I guess he's like the kind of guy that like if you wanted to be successful with him, you have to like suck his dick, and then he'll book you better shoots. And I'm not.
Is that how it went down?
No, I didn't suck the 55-year-old. I did end
55?
Rebel
well,
skills.
I did have to do a scene with a 65-year-old man, but
We're gonna
he was
need to
very
hear
sweet.
about that. We are very into fucking the elderly.
Tell us about Grandpa.
Me
Well,
and AD hook up with old women all the time.
Yep.
He booked me for it. I didn't know he was an old man, and I did fucking travel 3 hours to the shoot, and like a grandpa opens the door. And yeah, I had
Hello,
to.
Red Riding Hood.
And we did tickle fetish. Like, I had to tickle him, and
Did you tie him down first, or you just free,
he was like
free form?
handcuffed, and yeah, we.
This was in Michigan, or this was in Florida?
in Florida.
Okay.
Everything like Florida's fucking.
And so
weird.
this manager guy lined this up for you, or
Yeah, so he would book all my shoots and essentially just tell me, hey, you're going here at this time. Have fun.
so you're expecting to show up and there's a filmer and a producer
Yeah, it
and
was just him
talent,
and his like
and
handy
it's just a 65-year-old man.
Hello, baby.
It was fucking weird.
Oh my god!
Yeah, well, like I said, he was like very sweet. So, I mean, that's nice, but
Right.
like kind of a little bit creepy.
How would
but-
you describe your emotions? Were you more grossed out, or were you kind of like,
Oh,
"Oh, this is a
I
nice
was
thing I'm doing for this old bag of bones"?
Oh, no, I was pissed. I don't.
But you got it done. You're a professional.
I did it. I did do it. Well, because I was there. I traveled so long. And if you like cancel the shoot, you have to like pay to cancel it. And I was like, you know what? Whatever. I'll fucking do it. And I was there for literally 8 hours just fucking this grandpa.
8
And-
hours?
Oh my God.
And he's just what?
He's
Like
just
setting
going
up
at
different
it.
angles
He's
and
got
just
stamina.
really?
Got some
And he's just
stamina.
sawing away. No condom.
Nope.
And you're just thugging it out.
Yep.
There
I
wasn't
was
a part
like,
of you that
"Oh,
like
yeah."
after like 4 hours you were like, all right, like maybe we're done.
Yeah, well, I thought it was just going to be like the one video. And then he was like, all right, let's get ready for this video. And then after that, and he's like, okay, so for the next video.
And you just get paid one rate?
Yeah.
Oh, that's bullshit. Mm-hmm. I mean, I
Yeah.
guess if you have a day rate, it is what it is, but
No, I got I think like 1,200. And I was there literally all day. Tickling this man, fucking pinching his nipples.
Pinching
all-
his nipple.
Like, I did not get paid enough for that.
and he wants to just do everything to you the whole time. Was he like he's eating you out? He's like doing all this shit.
Oh yeah, and his tongue was really gross. But yeah, he had this like creeper van, and we
You had to
fucked
fuck
in
in
the
the
back
van?
of his van.
Oh
Yup.
my god, this dude is wilding. Were you like expressing that you weren't into it, or you just acting like you were hyped the whole time?
No, yeah, it was.
I like it. You got good stories.
Yeah, this is a
Well,
good one.
I didn't want to make him feel bad or like not be able to perform, because if he can't perform, I can't fucking leave. So the man's,
Because you seem like such a nice person, and it's cool that you're like bringing that to fucking the elderly.
Yeah, well, charity work. Because I don't know. I don't want to be like mean to anybody. So I'm just going to pretend that I'm having a great time, which is what I did on pretty much every shoot.
I've always been fascinated by like pity fucking. Because like I had a girlfriend back in the day, totally hot. She told me, like, we're just telling stories one time, and she told me that she met a guy at a bar. She's sitting down. She starts talking to him. She's talking to him for 20 minutes or half hour and gets his number, and then realizes he's in a wheelchair. And she
didn't realize
she
before?
felt so, I know, right? It's like hard to believe, but apparently, yeah. So then she at some point realizes, but she's already kind of like got plans to like go back to this dude's place after the bar. She ends up going back, and she ends up jerking off his little wheelchair dick. And I mean, I just remember being like kind of blown away by the fact that this attractive girl basically just like hooked up with this guy like out of pity. Like that's how she described it. At least.
Hold
cares?
on.
Yeah, I
He had the wheels like, oh!
I mean, I'm thinking that if you're in a wheelchair, you probably don't get jerked off a ton, but I mean, you should.
I mean, you can be an attractive man in a wheelchair.
Yeah. It's just
I'd
a little
do it.
harder. It's harder to work out,
Yeah.
maybe.
I don't know. I don't have experience.
You never gone that far?
No. Well, I've never had the chance, you know?
So, okay, that was you during this like weird Florida stage in your life. How long did that last?
Just that week. I never went back after that.
You were just over it.
Nah, it was awful.
Wow.
Hated it, so.
So what direction you going after that?
I focused fire entirely on OnlyFans, and I like quit everything else, and then it paid off, so.
Right.
Yeah.
How'd you find a guy who was down to just shoot OnlyFans content with you or whatever? Is that difficult these days?
No, it's so easy.
Every guy's
So easy.
down.
You can talk anybody into it. You don't even gotta give them anything. It's like you get this
Wow.
pussy.
You
and
get
they're
this
like, okay.
pussy. All I got to do is put you on camera, and I'm not. You don't have to show your face. What
Yeah,
are you
and I'm
worried
like,
about?
Also, you have to sign this and this.
You
and
make them
this.
sign
I need
shit.
Your ID. Yeah.
Oh, you're official. Okay,
She's dope.
that's cool. I know tons of girls who are doing OnlyFans content with random dudes, and they're not making them sign shit.
Oh no, I'm all business. Gotta make sure I'm safe. They got the non-disclosure agreement, the freaking model release. I get everything.
Wow,
from
that
them.
would have sold me.
The
Like
model
this-
release.
Yes, like I'm a model.
Yeah, a
Sign
lot of
the
them are
model
like,
release.
"Wow, I'm doing porn."
Yeah.
Yeah, he just wants to have pretty privilege.
Yeah.
He talks about it all the time. He just wants people to treat him like he's beautiful.
Just like model.
I feel like you would be like Mac from It's Always Sunny, where like if a gay person gave you enough attention, you would just kind of roll with it.
That's stupid.
Josh is nodding his head because he agrees.
Oh my God.
I mean, that's okay though.
Right.
Okay.
So,
I'm not saying I agree with him.
but so how do you end up moving to Arizona, and why do you hate it?
Oh, I moved to Arizona on an impulse decision. Just one day I was like, oh, I want to move. And I've never been to Arizona before. I picked it off of Mac, broke my lease, and I left. And now I hate it there. So I will also be leaving.
I just like assumed you moved there because of a guy, or no, you just kind of did it on your own. And,
No.
What
I
do you-
just thought, because I love warm weather. So I was like, oh, Arizona.
Right.
But it's a little too warm now. So I got to find the happy medium.
It is absurdly
LA?
hot. Yeah.
See,
LA
I don't
pretty
know if
hot,
I want to
too.
live here, though. Like, it's nice to visit, but I don't know if I really like.
I mean, it's great for
see myself
business.
live.
You can get a lot of content done, no problems. Where all the performers
Exactly.
are, that's pretty much the main thing I would think.
And
I'm
Adam has an
thinking-
agency.
I'm thinking Virginia because, see, you give me the same look everybody else is giving me.
just like a pretty random place that I would assume. Like, okay,
Just go to Alaska.
if I was a porn star or an OnlyFans girl or whatever, and I was trying to pick where I would want to live, pretty much like the only thing that it's kind of like everywhere in the country is the same, except you have little hot spots like Miami and LA and Vegas where there's a lot of other performers and there's a lot of people who film this shit for a living already, so it'll be easy for you in that regard. So to me, anywhere else you would want to live would be kind of. But I mean, there are a ton of people who just do content with their boyfriend, and it's like, you know, you move
Do
to
anywhere.
Arizona, it's like you got one guy that you want to shoot with, you're pretty much good. Like, what else do you really need? You know?
Yeah.
Not to
I
mention
mean-
you could fly to LA for 2 weeks, film 10 collabs, and then fly back, and
Exactly.
that's your content
Well-
for the next couple months.
You make a good point because I honestly haven't thought about it. I just kind of set my mind on Virginia, but traveling is also hard for me too because I have 6 pets.
What?
So 3 dogs, 3 cats.
So you got a cucumber in your ass and 6 pets.
Yep.
Okay.
Was that fucker looking at the pets too?
Not that I know of, but I will say I get a lot of creepy on TikTok live too. There's a lot of guys who are like into animal fucking.
Yeah, well, we interviewed the girl Jenna who acts like a dog, and that's like her fetish. And she said that was the number one thing she gets asked is people want her to fuck a dog, and so she's just blocking people all day who just tell her to fuck a dog.
I know. I get like fake accounts made of me all the time, like fake Snapchats and WhatsApps and whatever. And this one person had taken a photo of me, taken a photo of my dog Charlie, made a collage, and posted on Snapchat. And they're like, tip 200 for like this video of me fucking my dog. I could not. I was livid. I found the man. I tracked him down. He's got kids. He's got a family. He lives in New York.
Charlie in the Chocolate Factory.
Ew.
What?
No,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
like
More
that.
like Jumanji.
I said Charlie in the Chocolate Factory.
But how? Just her fucking a dog?
Like anal.
Oh.
You get it?
What?
The dog fucking her. Charlie and her
Okay.
dog's name is Charlie. Charlie
We
in
don't
the
talk
Chocolate
about
Factory.
Charlie
Okay.
like this.
All right.
It's a Oompa Loompa joke.
That was good. Yeah. Okay.